Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 memed Spider-Man moments of all time.
I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
For this list, we're looking at scenes from the webheads shows and movies that became funny internet staples. Which Spider-Man meme do you share the most? Throw your favorite one in the comments below. Number 10. Fighting Flash, Spider-Man.
Think you're pretty funny, don't you, freak?
Flash, it was just an accident.
My fist breaking your teeth, that's the accident.
In the 2002 Spider-Man movie, Flash Thompson was a stereotypical mean high schooler that was way too concerned about his own image. He really flies off the handle when Peter accidentally hits him with a tray of school lunch. Although the future Spider-Man wants to avoid a physical confrontation, Flash insists on fighting with one iconic line.
I don't want to fight you, Flash.
I wouldn't want to fight me neither.
The mean high schooler's grammatically incorrect retort became a great screenshot to use in memes. This format becomes even funnier when Flash is pitted against an opponent who would absolutely destroy him. While this mean teen may have grown out of his fighting phase, his cocky reply will live on in infamy. Number 9. Learning to be Spider-Man. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Although it's said that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, sometimes people fail to live up to who they're copying. That's where this Spider-Man meme comes in. While the older webhead represents an impressive person or product, the younger one symbolizes a less successful imitator. This meme comes from the extremely successful Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
You got any Spider-Man tips you can tell me now?
Yeah, I got plenty. Disinfect the mask.
While the experienced Peter B. Parker is coming up with a plan to infiltrate an enemy facility, the young Miles Morales imitates his mentor while striking this pose.
What would I do if I were me? Got it.
Fortunately, the new Spider-Man later becomes an expert hero. Maybe some of the imitators depicted in the meme this movie inspired will achieve great things as well.
I love you. I am so proud of you. Bravo, kids.
Number 8. Everywhere I go, I see his face. Spider-Man Far From Home.
Hey, Mr. Stark, can you hear me? It's Peter.
The MCU's Peter was devastated after his mentor Tony Stark made the ultimate sacrifice to save the world. It didn't help matters that he was constantly reminded about Iron Man's passing no matter where he went. While Peter's struggles were sad, one of his lines about Tony from the trailer became comedy gold.
Everywhere I go, I see his face. I just really miss him.
This Tom Holland quote became a great way to express annoyance towards someone or something that refuses to go away. It could also be used ironically to highlight a person who definitely doesn't deserve praise. Thanks to Peter's grief, we have a meme that follows us wherever we go.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs.
What? I'm kidding. Look, keep up the good work.
Number 7. Peter Parker's glasses. Spider-Man.
Any better this morning? Any change?
Change? Yeah. Big change.
If you're looking for a flexible meme, then have we got the Spider-Man screenshots for you. In the first film, Peter throws on his glasses the night after he gets his powers. However, he quickly removes them when he realizes that his specs actually make the world harder to see. This moment of realization was turned into a template where the blurry image represents the target of a joke, and the picture next to the glasses is the punchline. While you can use this meme as a big insult, it can also be turned into a compliment. The Houston Rockets famously used this template on Twitter to call James Harden the GOAT. It's impressive to think that Peter's improved eyesight got the NBA's attention.
Hey, you have blue eyes. I didn't notice without your glasses. You just get contacts?
Number 6. So, you got detention? Spider-Man Homecoming.
I'm not going to class.
You're already in so much trouble for ditching the decathlon.
Dude, listen, I figured it out, right?
After Holland's Peter Parker skips out on a few school responsibilities, he is sent straight to detention. Shortly after arriving, he comes face to video screen with a familiar hero.
So, you got detention. You screwed up.
The image of Captain America staring us down became a great meme template. Internet users could easily call each other out for doing things they shouldn't. At the same time, the meme could get extremely meta and be used to poke fun at Cap's MCU journey or the pose itself. We bet Chris Evans wasn't expecting this brief cameo to become one of Homecoming's most meme-worthy scenes.
Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it.
Number 5. I'm something of a scientist myself. Spider-Man.
40,000 years of evolution and we barely even tapped the vastness of human potential.
Willem Dafoe delivered all of his lines so beautifully in his first Spider-Man movie that any single piece of dialogue could have become a meme. Surprisingly, his innocent line about science became one of the most widespread memes.
Harry tells me you're quite the science whiz. You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Norman Osborn initially said this line to hint that he had complex knowledge about the field. Naturally, internet users flipped this dialogue on its head. Whenever someone came across some basic science knowledge, they could add Norman's face and quote to brag about their smarts. The meme could also be altered to point out how similar two pictures or people are. At the end of the day, you don't need to be a scientist like Norman to understand why his quote is so funny.
And those teeming masses exist for the sole purpose of lifting the few exceptional people onto their shoulders.
Number 4. Jameson's "Aw yeah" face. Spider-Man 2.
Where were you? Photographing squirrels? You're fired.
Chief, the planetarium party.
Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
Media mogul J. Jonah Jameson is notorious for being cheap and undervaluing his workers. He proved this in an iconic exchange with Peter. When the young photographer asks for an advanced paycheck, Jameson reacts like he's heard the funniest joke ever told.
Could you pay me in advance?
You serious?
This moment was forever immortalized with a simple sketch and the quote, "Aw yeah." In the early days of internet meme culture, it felt like Jameson's face was absolutely everywhere. And over the years, it's grown and evolved to keep up with modern internet humor. We bet Jameson would be pretty mad that he didn't copyright his own image, so he could generate tons of money from this classic picture.
Genius.
What, are you looking for a raise? Get out.
Number 3. I don't feel so good. Avengers Infinity War.
I don't feel so good.
You're all right.
Seeing Peter Parker fade into dust due to the Thanos snap was one of the most tragic moments in the MCU. So this moment was naturally made into one of the funniest memes from the universe. Internet users could easily take a screenshot from this sad scene to memorialize something mundane that disappeared. If they're feeling really creative, they can make it seem like characters from other universes perished from the snap. It was hilarious seeing random people like Niles Crane fall victim to the Mad Titan. Fortunately, neither Peter Parker nor this meme template faded away for good.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go, sir. Please. Please, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Number 2. Emo Peter Parker. Spider-Man 3.
When are you gonna give a guy a break? You want forgiveness? Get religion.
What's going on here?
An alien symbiote turned the normally friendly Peter Parker into a darker version of himself. While this edgier Spider-Man was initially loathed by viewers, he eventually became a beloved and hilarious meme.
This is the guy that gave the key to the city to?
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
His angry outbursts are often turned into hilarious images. And this version of Peter is often edited into other universes to torment other heroes and villains. While nearly every aspect of the Dark Parker is hilarious, his infamous dance scene is his greatest gift to fans. His not-so-smooth moves have been referenced in countless memes and movies over the years. Although emo Peter Parker might not be enough to convince fans to love the critically panned Spider-Man 3, his scenes will always make for top-shelf internet content.
Go make me some.
Peter?
No, of course not.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Me and the Boys, Spider-Man. A screenshot of old Spider-Man villains became a funny symbol of friendship.
But where we failed individually, we shall succeed together in destroying Spider-Man.
I missed the part where that's my problem. Spider-Man. Peter's spicy comeback is fun to use in a variety of situations.
You could have taken that guy apart. Now he's going to get away with my money.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Give me rent. Spider-Man 3. This annoying landlord's request is hilarious to hear and see in various forms.
Leave me alone.
Give me rent.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door!
Pizza time. Spider-Man 2. Although Peter delivered his pizzas late, this meme will always be timely.
Pizza time.
You're late. Mary Jane defending Peter Parker, Spider-Man. She'll stand up for him in many funny scenarios.
Excuse me, Miss Watson. I'm talking to you. Hey!
Yes, Enrique, okay? I get you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
There he is! Get him!
While we could have put the entire 1960s animated Spider-Man series into a single entry, there's one scene in particular that we had to point out. There's an episode where a villain pretends to be the webhead and commits crimes. When the real Spider-Man eventually confronts his sinister doppelganger, they point at each other while both claiming to be the authentic original.
That man's an imposter! That man is the imposter!
There can't be two Spider-Men.
This image of multiple Spider-Men quickly became a great way for internet users to call out copycats. And it was so popular among fans that it was recreated in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Who the heck are you?
I just told you that. Listen, I'm from the future.
How dare you point at me?
You were pointing first.
Rude to point.
The fact that this 1960s scene is remembered fondly over 40 years later, became a meme, and appeared in an Academy Award-winning film showed how much of an impact it made.
Here's a little present from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, O'Malley.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.